Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Thanh Trang from Mercury Agency, and thank you for allowing me to support Nine Network in restoring its reputation to the public. In this presentation, I will walk you through our analysis of nine recent workplace culture crises. Then, we would like to offer strategic recommendations to support your ongoing recovery. On October 17, 2024, NICE released a result of an 82-page independent workplace culture review titled Out in the Open. The report highlighted repeated cases of bullying, discrimination, and sexual harassment, especially within the broadcast, radio, and stand division. So, why is this a crisis but not just an issue? Well, as Henry Kissinger once says, an issue ignored is a crisis ensured. In this case, the issue has been building quietly for over 5 years, with over half of the employee had experienced or witnessed abuse of power. The report shows that these experiences were highly gendered, with 35% of women experiencing sexual harassment. These numbers point to a systemic abuse of power that has been ignored for a long period. So, what was NICE response to this crisis? Looking at Steve Hayter's initial response framework, NICE has done pretty well so far in this case. You had acknowledged the issue by releasing a public statement on the same day of the report that was published. You also expressed empathy through leadership apologies, which is the chair Catherine West. Next, you also take action by accepting 22 recommendations and completing 60% of them by the end of November. Finally, you follow up by planning a cultural pulse check in 2 years to monitor progress. Next, we will identify the gaps in the response. Our analysis show that there are more that can be done. Most of the follow-up so far has been internal. What's missing is external transparency. The post-crisis phase should focus on from what went wrong while also preventing similar crises in the future. That means public engagement, not just internal action. According to situational crisis communication theory, when a crisis is preventable, the organization carries high responsibility in the eye of the public. In this case, the response needs to include transparency, trust building, and visible accountability. But in NICE case, since the release of your action plan, there have been limited public updates. In situations like this, if a company response is too defensive or hidden, the damage to reputation will likely to continue. To better understand what is missing, we will compare your approach with the GM response to a similar workplace culture crisis. GM respond quickly by firing key staff, creating a safety office, and also launching a speak up program to rebuild the public trust. They show a high level of crisis readiness. GM is an example of why effective crisis management should be a mindset rather than just a plan on a shelf. Coming to our suggestion for your reputation recovery, first we want to acknowledge NICE for some strong crisis management actions. You have responded quickly, admitted to the issue honestly, and apologized. You also explain what steps are being taken to address the crisis. Building on situational crisis communication theory, we recommend NICE Entertainment to adopt strategies focused on apologies, remediation, and systemic reform. This, firstly, NICE should partner with independent or nonprofit organizations like Our Watch, Respect at Work, or Workplace Gender Equality Agency. This show a real commitment to external accountability. Second, launching a dedicated well-being office that provides trauma-informed to support for staff and also track culture improvement. This aligns with this aligns with situational crisis communication theory remediation strategy of helping affected stakeholders. Thirdly, introduce a public progress report every 6 months to maintain transparency and also seek consistency. Finally, establish a national-wide awareness campaign in partnership with a nonprofit organization. This will position NINE not just as a reactive, but also as a proactive advocate for safer media workplace. That is the end of my presentation. Thank you again for your time and trust in Mercury Agency. We will send you a follow-up email with the slides and a summary of key recommendations.